Silence all stand. All persons having any business before this honourable court now draw nigh and give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Antonio Abu Slayman.
Let Antonio Abu Salem be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Salma Altiferi.
May it please the court, I move that my wife, Salma Altiferi, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Salma Altiferi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louis Theo Angeli.
May it please the court, I move that Louis Angeli be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louis Theo Angeli be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew Philip Barnfield.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew Philip Barnfield be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Matthew Philip Barnfield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marcela Alita de Torres Belosis.
May it please the court, I move that Marcela Alita de Torres Belosis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marcela Alita de Torres Belosis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine B.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine B be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine B be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Craig Adam Bloom.
May it please the court, I move that Craig Adam Bloom be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Craig Adam Bloom be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adele Lyndon Brotherton.
May it please the court, I move that Adele Lyndon Brotherton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adele Lyndon Brotherton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dominic Joseph Casanova.
May it please the court, I move that Dominic Joseph Casanova be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dominic Joseph Casanova be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marcela Alexandra Castro Farfan.
May it please the court, I move that Marcela Alexandra Castro Farfan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marcela Alexandra Castro Farfan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Francesca Chernov.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Francesca Chernov be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Francesca Chernov be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chuk Yi Michelle Chim.
May it please the court, I move that Chuk Yi Michelle Chim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chuk Yi Michelle Chim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tatiana Marie Dibb.
May it please the court, I move that Tatiana Marie Dibb be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tatiana Marie Dibb be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Caitlin Susan Elsmore.
May it please the court, I move that Caitlin Susan Elsmore be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Caitlin Susan Elsmore be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer W. Elias.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Elias be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jennifer Elias be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Andrew James Fairfield.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Andrew James Fairfield, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Andrew James Fairfield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grant Ferreira.
May it please the court, I move that Grant Ferreira be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grant Ferreira be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brooke Kelly Fitzpatrick.
May it please the court, I move that Brooke Kelly Fitzpatrick be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Brooke Kelly Fitzpatrick be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dylan Fryer.
May it please the court, I move that Dylan Fryer be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dylan Fryer be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Philip Joseph Gigliotti.
May it please the court, I move that Philip Joseph Gigliotti be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Philip Joseph Gigliotti be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yasmin Gurges.
May it please the court, I move that Yasmin Gurges be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yasmin Gurges be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Caitlin Michaela Gleeson.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Caitlin Michaela Gleeson, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Caitlin Michaela Gleeson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Max Alexander Kadunas Glover.
May it please the court, I move that Max Alexander Kadunas Glover be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Max Alexander Kadunas Glover be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gabriella Hadji Pantelis.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Gabriella Hadjipantelis, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Gabriella Hadjipantelis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kirsten Claire Ho.
May it please the court, I move that Kirsten Claire Ho be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Kirsten Claire Ho be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Courtney Bree Hunt Madden.
May it please the court, I move that Courtney Bree Hunt Madden be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Courtney Bree Hunt Madden be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Megha Kapoor.
May it please the court, I move that Megha Kapoor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Megha Kapoor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anne Cherutich Kirui.
May it please the court, I move that Anne Cheritich Karui be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Anne Cheritich Karui be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Manching Kong.
May it please the court, I move that Man Ching Kong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Man Ching Kong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ambrose Paul Kranitis.
May it please the court, I move that Ambrose Paul Kranitis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ambrose Paul Kranitis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Agata Magdalena Kshivanska.
May it please the court, I move that Agata Magdalena Krisvanska be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Agata Magdalena Kristvanska be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Niha Kamal Kumar.
May it please the court, I move that Niha Kamal Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Niha Kamal Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sonia Kumari.
May it please the court, I move that Sonia Kumari be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sonia Kumari be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yan Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Yan Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yan Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacob John Malby.
May it please the court, I move that Jacob John Malby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
That Jacob John Malby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hayley Madison Martin.
May it please the court, I move that Hayley Madison Martin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hayley Madison Martin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anita Judith Martin.
May it please the court, I move that Anita Judith Martin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Anita Judith Martin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Jessica Masluk.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Jessica Masluk be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
That Sarah Jessica Masluk be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Curry Jade Mayman.
May it please the court, I move that Kari Jade Mayman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Carrie Jade Mayman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natalie Kate MacDonald.
May it please the court, I move that Natalie Kate MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Natalie Kate MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sunanda Mani Mohan.
May it please the court, I move that Sunanda Mani Mohan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sunanda Mani Mohan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lucy Nguyen.
May it please the court, I move that Lucy Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lucy Nguyen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jayun Ni.
May it please the court, I move Jia Yun Ni be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jia Yun Ni be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alessandra Joan Ormiston.
May it please the court, I move that Alessandra Joan Ormiston be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alessandra Joan Ormiston be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Apollo Papathanasiou.
May it please the court, I move that Apollo Papathanasiou be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
Let Apollo Papathanasiou be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Courtney Elizabeth Petherick.
May it please the court, I move that Courtney Elizabeth Petherick be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Courtney Elizabeth Petherick be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tanya Rogers.
May it please the court, I move that Tanya Rogers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tanya Rogers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joseph Safi.
May it please the court, I move that Joseph Safi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joseph Safi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elijah Miguel San Pedro.
May it please the court, I move that Elijah Miguel San Pedro be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elijah Miguel San Pedro be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zaina Azam Muhammad Shaheen.
May it please the court, I move that Zaina Azam Mohammed Shaheen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zaina Assam Muhammad Shaheen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Harold Hock Ao Sin.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Harold O.C., be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Harold Hock Ao Sin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natasha Francesca Sloman.
May it please the court, I move that Natasha Francesca Sloman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Natasha Francesca Sloman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Helena Marie Parker Smith.
May it please the court, I move that Helena Marie Parker Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Helena Marie Parker Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Mary Suter.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Mary Suter be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Mary Suter be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yi Tao.
May it please the court, I move that Yi Tao be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
Let Yi Tao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Jane Thomas.
May it please the court, I move that my niece, Olivia Jane Thomas, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Jane Thomas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Serena Grace Townsend.
May it please the court, I move that Serena Grace Townsend be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Serena Grace Townsend be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lota Lapulu Tui Pelotu.
May it please the court, I move that Loto Lapulu Tui Piloto be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lota Lapulu Tui Pulotu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Selena Tusitala.
May it please the court, I move that Selena Tusitala be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Selena Tusitala be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eloise Signe Johansson Toomey.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Eloise Signe Johansson Toomey
be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Eloise Sine Johansson Toomey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elise May Wyndham.
May it please the court, I move that Elise May Wyndham be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elise May Wyndham be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admission has just been moved to, when as directed, stand for the purposes of swearing an oath or making an affirmation or declaration. Please stand when and as directed.
The first 2 rows on this side of the court, please stand up. Antonio Abu Sleiman, Salma Altiferi, Louis Theo Angeli, Matthew Philip Barnfield, Marcela Alita de Torres Bailosis, Catherine B., Craig Adam Bloom, Adele Lyndon Brotherton, Dominic Joseph Casanova, Marcella Alexandra Castro Farfan, Catherine Francesca Chernov, Chokyi Michelle Chim, Tatiana Marie Dibb, Caitlin Susan Elsmore, Jennifer Elias, Andrew James Fairfield. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. For the next 2 rows on this side of the court, please stand up. Grant Ferreira, Brooke Kelly Fitzpatrick, Dylan Fryer, Philip Joseph Gigliotti, Yasmin Gurges, Caitlin Michaela Gleason, Max Alexander Kodunas Glover, Gabriella Hajipantelis, Kirsten Claire Ho, Courtney Bree Hunt Madden, Mega Kapoor, Anne Chirutich Karuyi, Manching Kong, Ambrose Paul Pranitis, Agatha Magdalena Shivanska, Neha Kamal Kumar, Sonia Kumari, Yan Lee, Jacob John Malby, Haley Madison Martin, Anita Judith Marton. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Could the middle row please stand up? Sarah Jessica Masluk, Carrie Jade Mayman, Natalie Kate McDonald, Sundana Mani Mohan, Lucy Nguyen, Johyun Ni, Alessandra Joan Ormiston, Apollo Papathanasiou, Courtney Elizabeth Petherick, Tanya Rogers, Joseph Safi. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please be seated. Could the 2 rows on this side of the court please stand up? Elijah Miguel San Pedro, Zaina Azam Muhammad Shaheen, Harold Hock Osin, Natasha Francesca Sloman, Helena Marie Parker Smith, Jessica Mary Sutar, Yi Tao, Olivia Jane Thomas, Serena Grace Townsend, Lota Lapulu Tui Pulo Otu, Selena Tusi Tala, Eloise Signe Johansson Toomey, Elise May Winden. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please be seated.
Well, may I warmly welcome you all to this, the Banco Court, the ceremonial court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench today, to my right, is Justice Melnitsky, Judge of the Equity Division of the Court. To my left, Justice Monica Schmidt, a Judge of the Common Law Division of the Court. Together we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice this afternoon. And we have done so in a court which rests on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years, and the court pays its sincere respects to elders past and present and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Also acknowledged, sitting with us on the bench to my left, is Justice Panakulam of the Industrial Relations Commission of New South Wales, and we're delighted that she's been able to sit with us this afternoon. Well, to all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for great celebration. We up here know how hard you've all worked to reach this important milestone. Also welcome your friends and family whose support will have been invaluable on your journey thus far. For many of them, the endurance of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion may now be at an end, or maybe not. But whatever be the case, I'm sure they're all immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take time to thank them. Depending on how good an advocate you are, you might even convince them to shout you a round of drinks or even dinner after this ceremony. Well, this is an old court, the Supreme Court of New South Wales, which last year celebrated its bicentenary. This makes it, you might be surprised to learn, one of the oldest continuing common law courts in the world. But the custom which you have just followed, namely swearing an oath or making a declaration and affirmation on admission to practice, in fact dates back to the 12th century. But this is not just a quaint tradition. It is a public undertaking by each of you in the presence of your friends, family, peers, and senior judges of the court to truly and honestly, an undertaking to truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer and faithfully to serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of the state. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one, a continuing one, and deserves solemn regard. So whether you work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, a Crown Law Office, the Aboriginal Legal Service, a legal aid or a government department or agency, or in an entirely different field, you should always be known for your honesty, your integrity and your commitment to justice, and must strive at all times to uphold these cardinal values. Admission to this court is a privilege and not a right, and is contingent upon continuing adherence to your oath or affirmation. Now, you'll see from some of the portraits of former Chief Justices which hang on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. And you may be wondering why, after 200 years, we still wear these robes on ceremonial occasions. I can tell you we don't wear them because they're particularly comfortable. Still less are they a striking fashion statement. But we continue to wear them on ceremonial occasions such as this for important symbolic reasons. Symbolically, they serve to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales, although importantly, the judges wearing the robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. Some 43% of all judicial officers in New South Wales are now female. Women make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 35, and the presidents of the New South Wales Bar and the Law Society of New South Wales are both distinguished female practitioners. The composition of the profession is radically different from the time I commenced practice, and it's certainly been an extremely salutary change. Our robes also serve symbolically to differentiate the judiciary from the other arms of government, the legislature and the executive. We're seeing on a daily basis from events abroad how important that separation of powers is, and how important courts are in supervising the lawful exercise of state power. We are fortunate to live in a country where our Commonwealth, state and local governments respect the rulings of the courts, even if those rulings are politically inconvenient or critical of executive government. As to the importance of the continuity of the rule of law, of which I've spoken, I make the observation that in a world in which there is much global uncertainty, insecurity, and challenges to what we have come to accept as conventional norms, the rule of law is more important than ever, and not simply an academic construct or a phrase of some mere theoretical import. Now, notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, the life of the law is dynamic. Not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. The pandemic prompted a radical shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms, and the advent of Gen AI brings with it both opportunities and challenges, including within the legal profession and the work of the courts. Lawyers must, however, remain critical and independent thinkers. While the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, it's my firm view that the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. This is seen in our courts every day, including in the criminal law, domestic violence cases, family law, fights over wills, and much commercial law as well. An individual who is in need of your services as a lawyer will in many cases be an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, property, family, personal well-being, status or health or financial position. There's therefore a need to deliver legal services, not only competently, of course, but always with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances of the matter. That requires a human being with emotional and not artificial intelligence. The need for human engagement by lawyers with those needing legal assistance is also a powerful reason why there should be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our cosmopolitan community. That very much includes Indigenous lawyers. Diversity is a concept that is subject to attack in some quarters around the globe, but diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates and judges assists in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community and by a judiciary educated in and sensitive to the many different cultural strands which contribute to the rich fabric of our society in New South Wales. The admission ceremonies on which I have presided since becoming a judge 6 and a bit years ago, including this ceremony, highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. That's a very good thing, I think, and leaders of the profession and of the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. That in turn builds trust in and respect for not only the judiciary, the legal profession more generally, and ultimately for the rule of law. So let me now on this Friday afternoon offer a brief bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you'll often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you have developed and will continue to develop to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental values and duties to the court and to the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you may make some mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We're honest with ourselves. We all make mistakes from time to time, perhaps especially when starting out on something new. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can. Young lawyers to try not to make is the mistake of giving your clients the advice you think they want to hear. I can tell you now that that will generally not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run. As a lawyer, you must be dispassionate and frank and candid in your advice as to your client's rights and obligations. That's a very important aspect of being a good lawyer. Now, aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in the litigation side of practice, can be confrontational, but the practice of the law is demanding enough without personal antagonism between practitioners adding to the load, as regrettably it sometimes does. It's essential that you, in your practice, maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour when dealing with your colleagues, including those with whom you negotiate or against whom you litigate, remembering at all times that you're now members of a profession and not a business. There is a fundamental and important distinction between the two, which you must never lose sight of. Another thing you should remember is that the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and judges could also use that reminder from time to time, and I don't wholly exclude myself from that observation. See, the reality is that for a non-lawyer, the law is often incomprehensible or at least very difficult to understand, and our ever-expanding statute books are often complex and prolix. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others. So strive to be clear and concise at all times in both what you write, how you write, and what you say, and how you say it. To do so facilitates access to justice, which is, after all, such an important goal in a functioning democracy. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are both also extremely important, something which we're, I'm sure, much more conscious of these days than several decades ago. There may, and I dare say will be times when you feel a little overwhelmed, burned out, or even distressed by either the workload or the nature of the work. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. Now, that's often because well-motivated, conscientious, dedicated lawyers want to do the best for their client. They will go the extra mile, make sure the brief is fully prepared or the advice is as comprehensive as it can be. But that can become all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. So you must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do so as well. You should also know and remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession. In this context, I'm going to call briefly on two youngish representatives, one of the New South Wales Bar and one from the Law Society of New South Wales, to offer a few words of congratulation and welcome. Mr. Isaacson, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Jack Isaacson, and I've been practicing for almost 3 years at the bar, predominantly in common law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. To be a lawyer of this court is a great honour, and it is an honour that should not be taken lightly. We play a vital role in the community in upholding the expectation that justice is done and justice is seen to be done. We are privileged to be part of such an ancient and trusted profession, and it is our duty to consistently uphold and preserve that trust. My journey to the bar started as a Diploma of Law student through the Legal Profession Admissions Board. While studying, I managed to work full-time, first at a small boutique firm, then with a barrister, and it was there I got a taste for what life at the bar might be like. Following my admission, I worked for 2 years at a small law firm, obtaining general experience before deciding I too wanted to be a barrister. I wasn't a universally medalist, nor did I have top-tier law firm experience, but I've since discovered that everyone is welcome at the bar, so long as you have the determination. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website, as each year there is a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year as practice as a reader, you will receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority, who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you receive is not limited to those 2 barristers, as the bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially within chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including the New Barristers Committee, of which I am a member, and that organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like myself, and a Diversity and Equality Committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as a lawyer or barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this Honourable Court. Thank you, please.
Mr. Breckenridge, the Law Society, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is Robert Breckenridge, and not so long ago, I stood where you are all standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Often, it was overwhelming. But, as I stand here today, after 10 years as a solicitor and 6 years working as a police prosecutor for the New South Wales Police Force, I can tell you I have learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I've learned is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society in New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 43,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been a part of the Law Society New South Wales Young Lawyers for 7 years. Here, I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you'll gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. We encourage you to visit the Law Society website for upcoming events, such as our flagship Welcome to the Profession event, which provides you with an opportunity to celebrate this significant achievement alongside your peers and other members of the profession, and learn more about your next steps as you commence your legal career. The role of the Law Society is to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. May it please the Court.
Thank you, Mr. Breckenridge. Well, can I say this to you all by way of closing? The law is a wonderful profession. It's stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and it's populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people such as yourselves. You should be proud to be a lawyer, proud of your achievements to date, and proud of the profession you have just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community, and you are now a very important part of that very important profession. So work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead in a full and rewarding career. So on behalf of Justice Melnitsky, Justice Schmidt, and all of our colleagues on the Supreme Court, I once again congratulate you on your admission to practice and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
Silence all standing.